Love bombing is a manipulative tactic that abusers and narcissists try to use to gain your trust. Here are the 5 signs that someone's trying to love bomb you. Number 1, love bombers will give you an excessive amount of attention and affection. A love bomber is going to make you feel like you're the center of their world. They're constantly going to try to be in contact with you. They will shower you with compliments and are always seemingly available and will try to eat up as much of your time as possible.
No! No! No!
Why do they do this? Well, that brings us to sign number 2. Love bombers will try to isolate you. Love bombers are very possessive. They will always try to be in constant contact with you as an attempt to isolate you from friends and family. Their possessiveness won't look like the classical depiction of possessiveness. Instead, they will frame their need to always be around you as them being unable to bear the idea of anyone else having time with you.
Hold on, who are you talking to?
This might sound sexy to any romantic novel-loving sucker, but just know it's a ploy. Their intention is to isolate you from others so that you become dependent on them as your only source of emotional support. The third way to know that you're being love bombed is that love bombers love to play games. At the beginning of the relationship, love bombers will intensely pursue you with grand gestures of romance and love.
Hey, beautiful.
They do this in order to get you to quickly buy into the relationship. Once they've lured you in and they know that you've invested deeply into the relationship, they will suddenly withdraw. We therapists like to call this hot and cold behavior. Throughout the relationship, love bombers will engage in the toxic cycle of seeking you out for your attention. Then when they have your attention, they will disappear. And when you respond by trying to cut them off and hold back from reaching out, you better believe that their ass will slither back into your life and keep trying to contact you until you respond. But the games just aren't over yet, because once you give them another chance and finally reach back out, they'll go quiet again. They do this because they want to control and manipulate your emotion. They want you to analyze every message that you've sent, so you become worried about what's the right way that you can respond to be lucky enough to get a response back. They want to have the power to make you feel relieved or excited when they finally do respond, and anxious when you don't. The fourth way of knowing that you're being love bombed is that love bombers love to pressure you to commit to the relationship. Love bombers are in a rush to get you to commit towards making big rush relationship decisions that aren't easily reversible. You'll be pressured into doing things like signing leases to move in together, moving out of state so you're away from your friends and family, or something crazy like getting married within the first couple of months of knowing each other. They do this to try and trap you into situations that will be messy, expensive, and time-consuming to escape from. What love bombers know is that people don't make the best choices when under pressure. So if they can rush you into making pressured decisions, this will lead you to making choices with less intention and discernment. You aren't aware that the choices you're making today involve you slowly surrendering your autonomy and freedom to the hands of your future abuser. The fifth and final way to know that you're being love bombed. Your relationship has no real depth. One of the most obvious ways to know when you're being love bombed is when your relationship is defined by over-the-top gestures that all are superficial. When fancy dinners and getting your back blown out make up the bulk of your relationship with someone, this is when you know you're in the territory of being love bombed. Because there's no real depth in your relationship beyond these surface level gestures, all you know is that they can slang it like a porn star and they have great taste in fine dining. So let me be clear when it comes to love bombing. Of course, not all grand gestures at the beginning of a relationship are you being love bombed. Healthy relationships can have the same excitement and energy as well. But the difference between being love bombed and real romance is that love bombing is a tactic that gives off the illusion of romance, while true romance involves deep, intimate connections being formed.